So for weeks I've been struggling with the all-wheel drive B-Series Honda powered El Camino with the computer specifically. At this point I have all of that figured out. I have something on the way that's going to fix all of that, and you still have a chance to win that thing if you hit the link down below. So we are not going to be able to do the video that I thought I was going to do, but that's no big deal. So I ended up pivoting, working on this donor truck that I just got. I also do a little bit of skating. I work on the Cadillac a little bit, and we just overall, I think this is a really good long form video for me. Let me know how you feel about this by the time this video is over. Let's get started.
And now, you're watching the Pixelated Pioneer Digital Dolphin Radio Display channel of YouTube. Welcome to Bodie Vision.
So let's just try to do something productive here. I actually got this in the mail, so let's just set it up together since I'm kind of at a loss for what I want to do until that computer gets here. So I ended up going with a fully refurbished computer, one that I believe I'm not going to be having problems with. And this I'm excited about. This has nothing to do with automotive content, but this has to do with my content, and that's my content of life and what I've been doing. So I've been skateboarding back a lot more. Again, I've been skateboarding ever since I was a little kid, and now my daughter, she's really getting into skating, and she wants to use her skates at the skate park, and she actually has a skateboard as well. So I got a new setup going on over here. We got the mob grip, and I went with a flight deck. For all of my automotive guys that watch this, you might not be super interested in this, but you can at least appreciate what I'm saying. A normal skate deck normally it's just constructed of, I think, like 5 to 7 layers of maple. This is a Powell flight deck. I've never used one of these, but this one has fiberglass, like a fiberglass construction. You can kind of see the strands in it. So this board should be, like, listen right here. Woo, super crispy. So the problem is with me is I'm not going through a board every few months like I was doing when I was younger. My boards are lasting well over a year, but the problem is they're getting soggy. So I figured if I go with this fiberglass, it should hold up a little more. It's a little more expensive, but if it's lasting, I don't care. So I figured it would be cool. Why don't we grip this board together? Since I'm waiting on some other parts, maybe I'd want to start incorporating some other stuff in my life. Just different things that I have going on. I thought that'd be a pretty cool concept to bring to the videos and share with you guys. Why would I not film? I mean, if I got stuff going on, I might as well. So we got some mob grip right here, and again, for you car guys, just bear with me. This is what I got going on. I'll share some of this stuff with you to try to make it a little bit more interesting. One thing that's cool about this grip tape that wasn't when I was a younger kid is it has all kinds of holes in it, so you don't gotta worry about getting bubbles and stuff. So whenever I grip my board, if you guys did not know, a board has a tail and a nose, even though it's like a popsicle stick pattern. That's what you call this, is a popsicle stick. But this is the tail, that's the nose, so I need to set it up in a way that I'm going to be able to easily see that. So I need to figure out something, because right now it's just black and black. See, on my old setup, I have this little line right here, so it's easy for me to see. This is the tail. I put a little slit right there. This board is all worn out and soggy. If you can hear the difference, listen. That's the old one. That's the new one. Soggy, snap. Might be kind of stupid, might not matter. So let's get this fresh setup going here. I just got my fresh blade, a couple stickers. Don't need any of that stuff. Just throw all that away. So there's no right or wrong way to do this. Just do it however your heart desires. I want to put a fresh blade. So I'm going to chop the tape right about here. And this cut, this isn't super straight, but this one right there from that edge, that will be straight. So I got that. I got my nose to the right. Making sure we're nice and clean. I'll put this one on first. And I also changed the format of my videos. I was usually running everything at 4K, but then I thought to myself, is it really necessary? I know some of the biggest YouTubers, they don't go 4K, and it was just taking up so much space on my computer. I felt like maybe it was a little bit unnecessary. So now, if I'm not running 4K, I can feel like I can run more long form clips. My computer was getting bogged up. It was taking me so long. So we got this right there. And this segment has to kind of do with what I'm saying. This segment where I'm just kind of hanging out and talking more. I feel like I can do that if I'm not running everything in 4K, because I'm not going to be taking up so much space. I was always worried before that I'd run out of room. I didn't want to do clips that were so insanely long. And honestly, I feel like you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference. These are just in 1080. I would be surprised if you could tell the difference at all. Where was my cut? Which side? Definitely that side. I was worried about this just being a black line. I was thinking of maybe putting a sticker underneath it, but I think it'd be all right. Because when I'm riding, as long as I throw it down the right way, it'll be easy to identify. So that black line, that should be good. Yeah, there's enough contrast. Another thing that I have going on that I've been working on in the background is I've been doing a lot of body work on the Cadillac. But the thing is as I'm filming stuff and doing stuff, I don't want to just sit here and show you me sanding for 3 days straight. I know some of you guys would watch that, and I appreciate that very much. So, but even for me creating the videos, I just kind of want to power through it, you know. So here we go. Way before setting up cars, air suspension, paint jobs, I was setting up decks. I've been doing this for a long time. Gripping boards. And you can opt to have the shop grip your board. I'm pretty sure they'll do it for free. But I just like doing it. It's a satisfying process. I enjoy setting it up, and I know I'm going to do a decent job at it. See one more run here. And then in a little bit, I got my buddy Toby coming over. We're gonna work on this old truck. And then we'll probably, after that, we'll probably hit the skate park. I grew up skating with that dude. So we've always gone back and forth, man. He's got a different style than me. We do tricks that are similar, tricks that are different. So when it comes to playing skate, there's stuff that he can do that I can't do. There's stuff that I can do that he can't do. But then there's also the common tricks that we can both do, but sometimes when we're playing, we don't always hit them properly. Alright. Cool. That's how you grip a board. Nice and easy. So now we'll throw the trucks on it. I feel like I just put that on backwards, but I don't think I did. No. We're good to go. And then this board, this is an 825 width. Everybody likes to skate a different width, anywhere from 8. 8 is about the smallest you see nowadays, all the way up to about 9. So 8, 8 1/4, 8 1/2, 8 5/8, 8 7/8, stuff like that. I think you can even get, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna throw the trucks on this, then I'm gonna see where my guy Toby's at. So as we wait for him, I want to stay productive. Let's go ahead and get the good majority of the Cadillac masked off, because I definitely want to be priming it in the next day or so. So from messing around with the El Camino to setting up a new skate deck, new skateboard, and I've also been working on this in the background like I mentioned a little bit ago. Right now what we have this thing to the point of is I did some spot primer in some really troublesome areas. Then I pressure washed the entire thing just to get all of the sanding dust off of this thing because it would take way too long to wipe it down. Now I want to go for a full coverage primer with a high build so that way I can block it out. I can focus on any of the really small dents. I know that there's a couple over there. See, I could work them now, but I'm just gonna prime the entire thing, then block it, work all those dents, then we will spot prime once we are completed with the full primer, body work, and spot prime. We will sand this down with a 400 grit finish, then we will go black all over the entire thing, custom roof, whatever we need to do to get this beast done. Dude, this thing is in the shop as far as it can be for me to just barely walk around my toolbox. And then dude, it still sticks out maybe 7 or 8 feet. This thing is longer than my pickup truck. This is the longest production car ever made, I believe, at just over 20 feet. This thing's a beast. I'm gonna have to paint it in different sections. But enough about this thing. My buddy Toby from Autocraft Custom Detail is about to pull up and we are going to get working on that donor truck that I have. That's what I've been looking forward to and that should be really satisfying. So let me see where he's at. We'll show him the truck. We'll see what he thinks. He actually just said he's going to be here in a moment, and since I set up a new board, I told him to bring his setup. I think he got a new setup as well. So maybe after we're done working on the truck, we'll hit the skate park and do a little cool fun edit. It'll be really cool to go skate with an old friend of mine. So we got to get the hard work done first, and then we'll have fun. And let's go see what Toby's got going on. And actually, before he pulls up, let me give you a look at this truck and give you a little bit of background information on what's going on. If you see this absolute beauty right here. So this is an OBS Chevy 3-door cab. The reason why it's a 3-door cab is because we have one door over here. And if you come around on this side, some of you guys might know this, some of you guys might not. If you know it, it's all good. If you don't, I'm showing you something pretty cool. Then we have this door right here. Then we have this door right here. So really cool, kind of old school option. This transmission is for my Mustang. This car is a great holder to keep stuff out of the weather. So I got this truck from my buddy Neil. I mean, dude, huge shout out to Neil. He gave me an amazing offer that I could not refuse. Helped me out immensely with this build. And the reason why I'm saying this build is because this is going to be my donor truck and parts truck for another cabin bed I have on the other side of the yard. So I'm going to be using so many things off of this truck. For example, all of the glass I need to use, all of the trim, the door handles, different stuff like the bed I will probably be getting rid of. We don't need that. Mirrors I probably need. Grill I definitely need because the cab that I have is just basically the cab, fenders, hood, and bed. So this is the perfect donor truck. Once Toby gets here, I'll go show him the other truck and I'll bring you right along with me so that way you can get a better idea of what we got. And also really quickly, speaking of my buddy Neil, if you go ahead and check out the links down below, he wanted me to share with you guys some of his music and some of the really cool stuff that he's working on. So go ahead and check that out down there. Really cool guy, super appreciative to Neil that he got involved with the build. So check his stuff out. He helped me out. So support the people who are supporting the channel and supporting the builds. So go check them out. Whatever.
What's up, dog?
How you been, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, man. Thanks for coming, bro. I think this will be...
It's gonna be sick, bro.
Yeah. It'll be cool to see how bad it is and how good it could be, you know?
Let me see the stuff I got. Yeah. You just see me changing into 3 different outfits today because I got the skate fit, I got the detail fit, and I got the everyday fit.
Dude, I just set up a board too. I know you said you got a new board.
Yes, bro.
Oh,
Keep the stencil.
Dang, dude, that's sick.
Made a little stencil.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, man, good to go.
You wanna hit the first ollie on it?
Fresh. You hit something on it.
Yeah, I tried to hit like a big spin. I had something on.
Dude, she's crispy.
Yeah. Bro, the plus boards are sick.
And what grip?
They're plus.
What grip is this? Mob?
Mob, yeah.
Oh, dude, she's tough.
Yeah? Is it rough? Really rough?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. The hood, we got no shot of making anything out of it.
Yeah.
But we'll see what we can do with the sides.
Yeah, because it's more of a, like, this is more of a, I don't really know what's going to happen, but
Right.
we're gonna try and make something happen.
Right.
Damn.
Gosh, she's bad, right?
Holy shit.
And dude, when I got it from the guy, I was like, bro, just leave it exactly how it is so that way we can see what we can do. Because I was thinking about, it'd be cool content, especially for you. And I know if anybody can do it, you can.
Yeah, for sure. It looks bad, but
I know, just by looking at like...
it's like a bunch of birds.
Looking at this, I mean, makes me feel like...
Yeah.
We'd be able to do something, like...
We're just gonna layer it. Honestly, we're just gonna probably layer it. You said this is something that we can't do, right? Yeah.
I mean, it's
that's
beyond gone. Yeah. I just think if we can get the sides to clean up, and the other side honestly looks even darker. But what I need, like, I need the glass. Like, this is gonna be my glass.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my trim.
Well, the steamer will take that off easy.
Okay.
So the
And
glass is not the thing to worry about. It's more, well, the paint itself,
Right.
you know.
Right. Dude, this side's even darker.
Jesus.
Let me show you the other truck. Like, you can see what's all here.
Yeah.
And the other truck's over here.
Smells better in there than some cars I've done. That's
Right, it's really not that bad. So that's the cab. Like, this is the cab and bed that I will be using, and it's the same truck.
That's sick.
So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I need everything.
Yeah.
Like, I have no glass, I have no handles, I have... Basically, what I got is a paint job.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like a
this,
sitting paint. Yeah.
Nice.
And this is like a 2011 hood. Like this is all different, but then like this is the factory hood. So like they have these plastic pieces that go right there, and
Almost looks like your hood.
right, exactly. It's like a newer truck hood.
Yeah.
And then it's like they custom made a short bed out of a long bed, so the bed has been shortened. So like this bed, this cab.
Oh yeah, dude.
But you know what I mean? I got no handles, I got no glass, I got no door panels. Like
Right.
I have nothing. It's basically a paint job sitting here.
Yeah.
But it's still super cool.
I feel like all the things around it, because that's gonna go onto this, basically.
Yeah, like that grill will fit on here.
Okay. So I feel like all the things around it will be able to.
Right, like the things that we need, you know what I mean?
Especially like the lights and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, we'll definitely see what we can.
And then this is all, you see the Escalade when you came in? The black Escalade?
Yeah.
That's all. This is all gonna go on the Escalade frame with the Escalade motor. So it's like I got 3 trucks to make one. You know what I mean?
Oh, what?
Seems wasteful.
Confusing.
Right. So we're going with Dawn for the first kind of go around to try to get off some of the initial. And then what you got in that one?
The snow foam. So we can get a pretty good amount of coverage. Because it's kind of hot. And we need to cover this thing as much as we can.
Yeah, probably one side at a time in the sun, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. I was thinking of being like, so our first step is, let's do this, let's explain it. Bro, we're just gonna mess around and see what works. Like, who cares? We're just messing around, seeing what we can get out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Because it doesn't matter at the end, you know?
Right, right. It's not gonna get worse, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
We let that sit for maybe like a minute because it's hot. And then we'll just maybe start scrubbing at it. see what comes off. And if it's starting to get a little bit rough, which it is, because damn, I just rubbed a bunch of bird. If it starts getting more rough, or if it gets too hard to take off, we'll start using the steamer.
Cool. Bro, look at the difference on the windshield. I mean, dude, just how insane. Look at that, dude. We have the mossy finish right here. This is moss tint. Dude, you know how when people are shaving their beards and they're doing all kinds of crazy stuff? I should cut it right here and do a moss sun visor up top. What you think?
It's sick.
Nah, this is coming along crazy, huh?
It's wild.
I didn't even show them this side yet. Like, we were messing around with this side, so should I show them or just keep it brief?
I think leave it to the end.
Leave it till the end, okay.
Big reveal, you know?
Right, and then I'll show you guys the details of us really getting after this side. A lot of times when I'm working on cars and stuff, I like to kind of figure out the process on one side and then show you guys the dialed in process. And trust me, we got the process dialed in, man. Don't you think so?
For sure, man. It came out a lot better than I was expecting, that's for sure.
All right, so the window came out really nicely. The hood is a goner as far as what we're doing, but we'll still try to get after a little bit. So I'm thinking, well, unfortunately, I saw a crack on the windshield. I was hoping that I was going to use this windshield in the other truck, but really, with everything that I'm getting, if I have to buy a new windshield, what is that gonna be? A couple $100? It's no big deal whatsoever. So I think the next thing that I wanna get after, while Toby's over there working on the roof, maybe I'll get some of this going, scrape these windows as well. Get some soap on them first, but just so you can kind of see the idea. I just got a razor blade, nothing special. And I'm just going after it, getting all this off. Some people wonder if this is gonna scratch the glass. It is not gonna scratch the glass, you'll be just fine. Let's put a little bit of soap on here as a lubricant. Then we'll just keep getting after it. Bro, it's insane that there's actually a nice truck under all of this. I don't know if this is oak residue, some kind of Florida tree stuff. Good old Florida truck. Good time cleaning it out. So what we still have left, Toby's getting the bed knocked out over there. We still have the grill. And dude, this thing is coming along. The glass is looking solid. I'm super happy with this process. Really cool to just hang out with a good friend of mine and get after a cool little afternoon project with you. truck. That thing is looking so sweet. Now, me and Ava ready to rock. We are going to the skate park. We're going to meet Toby over there, have a good old time. Ava, you ready to rock? What did you bring, your skates or your skateboard?
Skate.
Okay, all right. You're gonna do the pump track?
Yeah!
Okay, we're gonna see what's up with skating. I'm gonna skate, Ava's gonna skate. Well, roller skate, but either way, we'll be there in just a second, and I wanna film a nice little skate park edit for you. I thought it'd be fun to do, and you know, we'll see what happens. Ava, you ready to rock?
3, 2, 1.
Because Ava said it. Really good time, really good session at the skate park. It's cool to get out there, get warmed up, have a good little time at the skate park. They're actually building a state-of-the-art facility not too far from my house, brand new, gigantic skate park. So I'm going to be doing that a lot more. So let me know down below if you guys would want to see some more of that content and or if you enjoyed that. So now that we are back at the shop, let's go ahead and get going, lay some primer down on this Cadillac so that way I can spend the next 30 days and 30 nights blocking one panel, because that's what it takes on this gigantic beast. It is huge. So enough talking about it. Let's lay down that primer. Yo, it is boating season, baby, and we got this boat. We got this boat into primer. So the next thing that I need to do in order to get this thing moving is every square inch of this thing needs guide coat. Every square inch that gets guide coat needs to get blocked out. I like just putting guide coat over everything, so that way I know I at least go over everything one more time. It helps keep me accountable, because if I take 20 seconds to put guide coat on one panel, I need to take the amount of time that is necessary to get all that guide coat off of there. So it's a really good tool for that. Also, it is going to show me where any imperfections still are, because once you get that guide coat on the panel and you block it out, let me do a little demonstration. I know for sure there's some dents over here. So if I show you just a little. Let me get some real good coat on here. So this would just be a little example of what and how to use guide coat. Now I'll do the entire car off camera and I won't bore you with that, or I could even time lapse it or whatever I want to do for that. So let's just get some of this. I will go with maybe 180. 180 should be pretty good. Let's get this swapped out here. And also too, I know I mentioned it earlier, let me know how you guys are feeling about a more longer format video. Sometimes I just try to keep it moving. I always wish I would film more, but as I'm working, I don't always feel like filming, so it's kind of a battle, and also not running everything at 4K. So let me see. Let me get you set up right here. Move your face, man. Move your face. Move your face. Okay, let's see. You know, when it comes to actually doing it, I would put a mask on, but... So we're able to see pretty quickly where these dents are. This is just to show you the process. Really, there'd be no reason to not put guide coat on the entire panel. But again, I'm just showing you the process. And the longer the block, the straighter it's going to be. So I really do have a longer block that we can utilize. Let me just get this going. If you can see right here, now this could get a little bit confusing because the color underneath it is black. So this black right here is actually a high spot because that's below the primer. This guide coat that I wasn't able to touch at all, that's a low spot. So I'm going to need to work this with a hammer and dolly a little bit, or if it's really small, just a little micro ding, just put a little bit of filler on it. This car has some filler on it. It is what it is. So if you could see, that's how we use guide coat. That's why we use guide coat, because something like this large area needs to be worked, or else by the time it's clear coated, it is going to look wavy, baby. I know that it's boating season, but we don't want the waves on the car. We want the car to be the boat. Alrighty, so at the time of recording this, we have the El Camino issue resolved. I did a couple rollers earlier today, and those turned out so phenomenally nice. I just had to show you at least a couple quick second teaser of it. Look out for all of that in the following video. So if you wanted to get in on the B-Series all-wheel drive Honda powered El Camino, you have until the end of this month. I think there's only like maybe 10 days left, give or take, by the time I post this thing. So go ahead, hit the link down in the description below if you want to get in there. The next video that I come out with will be in a few days. You'll see a lot more of those rollers that you just saw. You'll get a full overview of the car if you had any questions about it. And that car, I'm super sad to see it go, because at this point, dude, it is finally driving so nicely. We were just driving that thing around, man, and I had my brother driving while I was filming. That thing looks like a freaking sunset on the road. A lot of times when I'm just sitting here looking at the car, working on it, I kind of get tired of it. How that thing looks driving on the road, man, phenomenal. Imagine seeing it in your driveway. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.